Okay, welcome to Reality Is. I'm looking on the internet and I'm looking at the discussion about this budget crisis that's going on. And I read some of the blogs and I read where the people are, just being downright rude with their response. And don't get me wrong, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it's a way to which to do your opinion. And my thing is, and I've talked about this on other videos, we have had plenty of presidents and nobody has got angry, upset, and mad and frustrated, aggravated, irritated by what the hell was going on until now. And I still say this, no problem creates itself overnight. It is a process. Babies are not born overnight. You don't get the skill set that you get overnight. You don't learn how to walk overnight. It's a process. You crawl, you scoot, then you get to the point where you walk. Nothing comes overnight. Hell, you don't come out grown. Everything is a process. So we need to put the blame where it needs to be put. I'm saying to you out there that's listening, let me tell you something, what I feel about this budget thing. Because we have a black president, because we have a black first lady, it seems to me that because of the color of their skin, this is mostly the problem, not what the person is capable of doing. Hell, we had other presidents, and nobody has dinged them like they dinging this president. You need to be respectful, because there's a way to say what you got to say. And let me say this. To cut the budget, sis, Boehner and the Republicans, or whoever it is that don't want to do what they was elected to do, you went out and campaigned. You promised these American citizens that you would fight and you would work for them. And I have yet to see that to happen. Now, I read in the article that what they're talking about cutting is Medicare, Medicaid, and military. Everything that the people need. Seniors need Medicare and Medicaid. Hell, they only get a once-a-month check. And a once-a-month check really does not suffice. But it's funny to me that what you get is okay. You don't want nobody to cut yours. Now, in another video I did, somebody said, well, what you take from them is just a drop in the bucket. No, I beg to differ. It's more than a drop in the bucket. Look at their freaking salaries. And they really don't do nothing but argue and buck against. They work with people who will feed them funds up on the table. And it's time out for this, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of, we are suffering, not you all. You're sitting on your behinds and arguing backwards and forth. And you really don't have the concept that what your job is about the people. We got governors living in the taxpayers' mansion. You ain't paying for that. The hard-working citizens of America is paying for it. Get off y'all behinds and do your doggone job. That's what you elected to do. And if you can't do it, give it up. This is my suggestion. If you can't come to some common ground and think about the people and cut what you need to cut, what makes sense to cut, stop hiring your family, your friends, people that's qualified to do the job. Them not the one you want to do the job. And it's clear that y'all ain't got y'all priorities straight. And it's clear that you're not for the people. Because every day and every other week, some politician is getting caught up. They mic is on, they lying, they stealing, they going to jail, or they getting out of jail. So who is the real crooks here? Let's be realistic and be honest about this, because I am so tired. People are unemployed. They don't have no insurance. They're trying to feed their families. And y'all sitting on y'all behind these doggone closed doors. You want to point fingers at this one. You want to point fingers at that one. The president is the president. And I'll say this again. There are two cabinets, the Congress and the Senate. Now, they the one that's holding up the progress. You as voting American people, citizen, y'all need to get off y'all behinds and do your job. Email, write, Facebook, tweet, make a phone call, whatever needs to be done. Stop getting on these blogs and want to point finger to my, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing it. Let me tell you about this. Because half of y'all that's complaining sit y'all asses on the beach and the tanning spot trying to get the doggone color. So please spare me the crap. I ain't trying to hear it no more, because I'm sick of it. We need progress. People are hurting. They're suffering. They're losing their houses. They're losing their cars. The kids are barely eating. They can't pay their lights and their gas. And y'all want to sit here and fight. This is my suggestion. If you as an elected official, Democrat or Republican, can't do your doggone job, then this is what I suggest. I suggest you get evicted out of your seat impeach, or whatever it is. Remove your behind from your position. Then you go stand your funky behind in the doggone unemployment line and let somebody take your paperwork. You sit and fill out 1,000 pieces of paper and see if you qualify for some benefits. And then let somebody give you a denial letter, and then let you go over to the aid office and apply for some link, and then they tell you no. And then go over to the CETA office and see if you can get some assistance with some light and gas, and let them tell you no. And then y'all see how the hell everybody else feel. Because this crap here is getting up under my skin, and I am sick of it. As an American citizen, I vote faithfully. And even when my vote don't count and the other party get in office, out of all of my years of dealing with this, I have never experienced the rudeness, the ignorance that I have experienced. And out of all of my years, I have never seen anybody disrespect anybody's first lady as y'all disrespect this one. Nothing she do is appeasing to you. And who the hell out of you that you need to be critical or critique what she's wearing? Because if the truth be told, turn around, look in the mirror, and look at what the heck you got on. I'm sure it ain't up to par neither. Your attitude ain't all that great. You ain't all that smart, and you ain't all that neither. So when you get through, put the blame where it needs to be blamed. Now, it says that the tax cuts in 2001-2003 was initiated by President George Bush. So now we want to blame him. Then it also said that 16.7 trillion bulk of it went to these doggone wars. But nobody wants to look back and put the blame where it should be. Nobody is perfect. Nobody's imperfect. All the perfect people are dead. That's all I'm saying. So please get off your high horses and stop with all this nastiness and put the blame where it needs to be put. If somebody in the Democratic Party don't want to come to a conclusion, but why the people that's struggling got to be the one that pay for y'all mess? You steady passing money up on the table. You steady feeding your friends and all this crap for people. You try to take care of people who have money. The concern should be about people who don't have money. That's what the concern should be. And if you can't do your job as elected official, then you need to give it up. And to get in line like everybody else. And take all your crap. You don't need no security. For what? Well, I guess you do need security since you're lying and stealing and manipulating and deceiving the American people. So yes, I guess you would need security. You get free medical. Ain't nobody saying about that. You get a nice salary. Put your salary up. Where's all y'all money going to since you want to dictate what I should go to and what it should and what you think should be cut and what it should not be cut? If you ain't in the position of a broke American citizen, you don't have no clue what's going on. If you always had a gold spoon in your mouth, you don't have a clue what it feels like to have to stand in line and ask for somebody for some doggone help that you don't want to stand in line and ask for just to know you're going to get a no. So please spare me the crap. I am sick of it. It's time to change, and it needs to change. The American people deserve to be taken care of the right way. And if y'all can't, I say vacate all y'all doggone office. Now that's where I'm at.